You know what's wild? Most people think getting rich requires massive sacrifice, luck, or a 100-hour work week. But for me, it all started with a tiny few habits. And when I say tiny, I mean you can do it under 5 minutes a day. These habits didn't make me rich overnight, but they rewired how I think, how I use my time, and how I treat money. And over time, they compounded, just like interest, into real, tangible wealth. It's like James Clear said, success is the product of daily habits, not once in a lifetime transformations. So today, I'm breaking down 15 habits that help me build the foundation of my financial life. They're simple, practical, and you can start them today. No extra time, no extra money required. So let's jump in. Look, we live in a world of endless content. It's so easy to fall into consumption mode. Binge watching, endless scrolling, podcast hopping. It feels productive, but it's passive. The habit that shifted my trajectory, I started creating. It did not have to be perfect. I just committed to creating more than I consumed. Whether that was writing, sharing ideas online, and I did that a lot, building side hustle, or documenting my journey. It gave me leverage. It gave me momentum. Start small, journal your goals, post one helpful tip a day, brainstorm side hustle ideas. Creation builds equity, consumption burns time. This was tough. There were people I cared about, friends, even family, who constantly projected fear, scarcity, and doubt. That'll never work, they said. Don't get your hopes up. Does it sound familiar to you? Over time, I realized you can't build a wealthy mindset in a toxic environment. So I created quiet distance. No drama, no big speech, just space. Instead, I leaned into podcasts, books, mentors, people I wanted to emulate. You become like the 5 people you spend the most time with, and make sure you make those 5 count. This habit is underrated and incredibly powerful. Anytime I get a compliment, hit a milestone, or overcome a challenge, I screenshot it or jot it down in a folder labeled Proof I Can Do Hard Things. On rough days, I open it. It reminds me that I have survived the worst. I've solved harder problems. I've come further than I give myself credit for. And we usually forget that. Confidence isn't something you get, it's something you collect through evidence. This file is my personal highlight reel, and it keeps me moving when I want to quit. You hear this one every day. Every morning, before emails, before scrolling, I write down 3 things I'm grateful for. It might be big wins, like hitting a savings goal, or tiny stuff like good sleep or hot coffee. This habit trains your mind to look for what's right, not what's missing, and that is powerful. Gratitude shifts your mindset from lack to abundance. And when you feel abundant, you make better financial choice. Not out of fear, but out of clarity and confidence. Most people try to remember to save, but if it depends on willpower, it won't happen consistently. I automated 2 things early on: a set amount of savings right when I get paid, and fixing my bills, be it rent, phone, or subscriptions. That way, I never have to decide to do it. It just happens. Automating money is like putting your finances on autopilot. Less stress, more consistency, better results. Saying I want to be rich is like saying I want to be fit. What does that even mean? I got clear. I said I wanted $10,000 a month and passive income by age 35. Specific goals make it easier to reverse engineer your actions. Write down your number, your timeline, your why. Being specific gives you direction. General goals leave you wandering. Every Sunday, I do a quick check in with these 3 things. First, where did my time go? did I move closer to my goals? Second is, what activities gave me energy versus what drained me? And third, did I spend my money in alignment with my priorities? This audit only takes 10 minutes, but it creates weeks of improvement. You cannot grow what you do not track. Awareness is the first step towards control. I made a rule. Every week, I'd learn one thing about money. It could be as small as how credit check works, or as big as understanding index funds. After a year, I had 50 pieces of financial knowledge and the confidence to make better money moves. It's as Jim Rohn said, formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you a fortune. One concept a week. That's how you quietly outgrow the average. For a long time, I held back. I didn't post my ideas, I didn't ask questions, I didn't try new things, all because I was scared of what people might think. But here's the truth, nobody who's doing more than you is judging you. And those who are judging, they're not paying your bills. Letting go of other people's opinions gave me freedom. Freedom to start a YouTube channel, freedom to try, fail, and learn in public. If you want to build wealth, you have to be willing to look a little crazy, at least until it works. Saying yes to everything used to feel like being nice or ambitious. But every yes is a no to something else, often to your own priorities. I learned to pause before committing. Now, if a request does not align with my goals, energy, or values, it's a no, politely, respectfully, and firmly. This tiny habit protected my time, preserved my focus, and let me spend more energy on building income streams, not babysitting distractions. Before I ever bought stocks or real estate, I invested in me. I bought books, signed up for courses, hired coaches, worked out, went to therapy. Every dollar I put into my personal growth came back tenfold. Not just in income, but confidence, clarity, and execution. As Warren Buffett says, the best investment you can make is in yourself. You are the asset. Upgrade you, and everything gets easier. Having one job or income stream is like standing on one leg. If it wobbles, you fail. I started by freelancing. Then I added content income. Later, investments. Each stream did not start big, but they grew. And together they made my financial life stronger. You don't need 7 income streams overnight. Just build one, then layer on the next. Diversification isn't just for portfolios, it's for peace of mind. Every decision costs energy. Even small ones like what should I eat or when should I work out. So I simplified. I meal prepped on Sundays, wore similar outfits during the week, batched meetings. This freed up mental space for important stuff like planning, strategizing, and executing on my goals. Wealthy people do not waste brain power on petty decisions. They build systems that keep their energy sharp for what really matters. Your network is your net worth. It's a cliche, but it's true. I used to attend every networking event I could find, but most of them were just noise. Now I focus on alignment, connecting with people who inspire me, challenge me, and are walking similar paths. One deep relationship is worth more than 20 business cards. Be genuine, be curious, and be valuable. That's how real connections and real opportunities are built. This is the biggest truth of my life. I have never felt ready. Not to start creating, not to invest, not to launch anything. But I did it anyway. Scared, unsure, and underprepared. Perfection is the enemy of momentum. You won't get clarity until you take action. Start messy. Learn as you go. That's how every wealthy person I know did it. I used to be afraid to look dumb, so I stayed stuck. But once I started asking, Googling what I didn't know, DMing people I admired, raising my hand in conversations, things shifted. People respect curiosity, and almost every breakthrough I've had came because I dared to ask. Don't assume others are smarter. Ask, learn, and then apply. Every day I focus on getting 1% better. That's it. One better decision, one small improvement, and one good financial choice. That's how wealth is built. Not in sudden leaps, but in a slow, consistent, and steady compounding. Every habit that you just heard, that's my 1%. Start with one of them today, stack another one next week. Wealth is built in layers, and you're laying bricks with every tiny habit you choose. These habits changed my life. They helped me grow my income, my mindset, and my peace of mind. If you made it this far, thank you. Let me know in comments which of these habits are you already doing and which one are you going to start. And if this helped you, hit the like button, subscribe, and then share this with someone you care about. We are all capable of wealth. Sometimes we just need the right habits to unlock it. Thank you.